It's probably my favorite time of year as a gamer because it's basically Christmas for gamers when E3 season comes up, and we're going to have an E3. It's not going to be a traditional type E3, but we're still going to have one, and it looks like Sony's going to have some kind of show towards the end of the month. That's the rumor right now, but even with that being said, Microsoft and Nintendo, and there's just going to be a lot of interesting things shown off, and I think that that's going to serve to get people excited and hyped up just in general. And the reason why I say that is because we haven't got as many games this year as maybe we would get in a normal year so far, and I think one of the main reasons for that, obviously the pandemic, but that doesn't stop these companies from actually going out there and making some pretty big announcements. And I think that this is the part that I like best about it, is because these companies in general are out here trying to win us over, win our money over, and stuff like that. And I love that. I think that that's really important, and I think that that's a fantastic thing for these gaming companies to try and do, because it's all about that. It's all about getting our money and giving us a product that we like and that we want to actually play. So with that being said, I gotta say I'm very excited for this video because Sony sounds really excited about what's coming up and what they're going to show off, and I want to get into it. Hey everybody, what's up? Crapgamer here with Crapgamer Reviews, back with another video. Thank you so much for checking it out. I really do appreciate it. Please like, share, subscribe. I would appreciate that as well. It helps out the channel, and it means a lot to me personally. And if you guys are looking for a way to help out the channel, a like is all it takes, honestly. That's all I ask for. It really does help out, and it means a lot to me, so I would just appreciate it. Thank you guys very much for rocking out with me. Now, with that being said, yes indeed, how does this thing come about, right? So again, you have to kind of remember that both Microsoft and Sony kind of have their own ideas where gaming is kind of involved, and and I feel like they both are taking things kind of differently. So we now know that Sony has a particular kind of way that second party fits into their software slate, and they look at it all as PlayStation Studios. So that's something that I think a lot of people didn't really notice, but yeah, this is a pretty big tease by them. For years among enthusiasts, there's been a debate over games made by independent studios, published by a platform holder, but it's all semantics at the end of the day, and many have argued that unless the team is a subsidiary, the project simply can't be first party. It's second party instead. A title like Returnal would be a good example. It's published by PlayStation, but developed by an external outfit, Housemarque. And now, speaking as part of an interview on the PlayStation blog, PlayStation Studios boss Herman Hulst reiterated what his predecessor Shohei Yoshida used to say. It's all the same to him. You could, I guess, make a distinction between development teams who are part of Sony, like Naughty Dog, Insomniac, Media Molecule, Sucker Punch, and so on, and then development teams who are working with us, like partners, Haven, Firewalk, but also teams we worked with over the years, like Kojima Productions and From Software, he stated. To me, in many ways, there's really no difference. They're all PlayStation Studios. We are, at the end of the day, a creator-led organization, which to me means that we want to find the best possible development studios in the world and help them passionately pursue their ideas. To me, it's important that PlayStation Studios is a place that allows creators to join us and do the best work of their career. That's really what I'm after. He later reiterated that PlayStation Studios has more than 25 titles in development, although as stated above, not all of these will be coming from internally fully owned subsidiaries. Almost half of these are new IP, he said. The other half, these titles are set in franchises that PlayStation fans already know and love, so that's really some exciting stuff that fans should be getting excited about. Now, the thing that I like about this is he does sort of go in about like Kojima Productions and From Software, and I think like there's not much to read into there. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people that go, oh, well, does he mean does he mean that they're working with them right now? And I don't think that's necessarily the case. I think more or less what he's talking about is this situation where they've worked with them in the past, obviously with Death Stranding and of course with like Bloodborne and things like that. So yeah, I do think that that's pretty much what that means. I don't think there's anything really like astute to sort of like read into this and go, oh man, well, does that mean that they're working with Kojima again right now? No, I mean, I would seriously doubt if that was the case, but it is nice for them to kind of go out there and go, well, it's all second party. It's all, it doesn't matter as long as it's working with us. We consider that to be basically PlayStation Studios. So it makes a lot of sense, and I can understand where he's coming from for sure. It's an interesting thing to kind of tease, though, like right before E3. But, we'll have to kind of see how this kind of works out. I do like the fact that they're being kind of talkative right now and kind of getting out there and talking about studios and talking about the different things that they're going to be able to do and the different things that they're going to be able to accomplish in the future. So yeah, it is going to be fantastic to see that, and I'm very genuinely excited about. Now, the other thing that kind of came out, which I thought was interesting, do I believe this? Look, I don't really know. I doubt it. Even though I want to believe it, it's one of those things that you kind of want to believe. I just seriously doubt that this is the case. Where Guerrilla Games came out and talked about Horizon Forbidden West, and they talked about the cross-gen development, where they said that cross-gen has not limited Horizon Forbidden West in any way. The hot button topic at the moment is cross-gen, and Sony's decision to release games like God of War Ragnarok and Gran Turismo 7 on the PlayStation 4, as well as the PlayStation 5. Many feel that in addition to being misled by the platform holder, these games can't possibly reach their full potential while being shackled to ancient hardware. But the director of Horizon Forbidden West disagrees. He says, and I quote, "I don't think the cross-generation development was limiting in any way. When we started with the concept of this game, we had so many great ideas that ended up being included, to the point that we didn't really think about the hardware limitations or anything. We just wanted to design a really nice, unique experience for the player and awesome adventure." He also said that that's how we are also brainstormed all the quests and events that the player is going to go through. I think that the big delta between these two consoles, apart from 3D audio, quick loading, and DualSense, of course, is on the graphical side of things. On PS5, we can add so much more detail graphically. We can see the tiny hairs on Aloy's face, for example. You can also see a ton of detail from far away. He added that there's some outrageous visual effects that will be present only in the PS5 version, including the existence of moss on rocks. Each individual strand of moss is rendered individually. So this machine is so powerful, and it is so much more detailed to the image. I think that's one of the biggest deltas next to the processing power of the machine. We also use it for specific lighting rig. This is the cinematic lighting rig that we normally only have time to use in cinematics. Because the PS5 is so much more powerful, we have it on all the time during gameplay. There's a very high quality rendering and lighting system on a lot, so there are a lot of extra features that make the game look even better. And to be fair, he's somewhat expected to toe the corporate line here, so he was never going to say that the game is going to be held back by the existence of the PS4 version. However, even if he's carefully picking his words, we trust that he's going to take more than average advantage of what's going on with the PlayStation 5. He's not saying that cross-gen or not, it's making a sequel that basically fans want. And listen, I get it, right? And I don't want to sit there and seem like I'm going back and forth, because obviously, I've stuck by the fact that I think that cross-gen definitely holds back games, and I feel like that is just the case. And most developers have kind of seen that as being the case. And I pointed it out that you can't even run a PC from 2010 with the games that we have nowadays. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's definitely, it's just definitely going to be very much a bad situation where we probably wouldn't get the world that we deserve, the big world and things like that. I'm not saying that we're not going to get advantage of the load times and stuff like that. I'm just saying that we're in a situation where the graphics will be great. It'll be a great game. Like, cross-gen can be a great game. It's just going to be held back in some way. So we'll have to see exactly where it is, and maybe we won't be able to just go, oh, well, this is where it's held back. But I can just tell you right now that the game is definitely going to be held back in some way, even if they don't outright admit it, because any game that's going to be tethered to last-gen hardware like that just is not going to be, this is not going to be exactly the thing that it could be. And that's the little bit of a distinguishing factor that kind of ticks people off a little bit. So with that being said, I will link this stuff in the description. What are you guys excited for? Are you guys excited for Horizon Forbidden West? Do you think it's being held back by last-gen hardware? Are you excited for like an E3 type situation? Why don't you guys sound off in the comment section below? Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all have a fantastic day. Please stay safe, happy, and healthy. Rack 'em up. Game on, my friends. Game on. Crapgamer out.